me just make a footnote for all of you in the room who ever have to teach the Bible to anyone, anywhere, at any time, for any reason, anywhere, anytime. So if you're a parent with a child, if you're a Sunday school teacher, if you occasionally have to disciple a group of girls or a group of guys, if you're ever teaching the Bible, you need to know this because you may not have been taught this, or you may have been. You never, ever, 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 ever want to detach the imperatives of the Bible from the indicatives of the gospel. Amen. What that means is this. An imperative is what? It's a command, right? It's something that you have to do. An indicative is what's true of me. It indicates a truth about who I am or what Christ has done. The Bible never detaches the imperatives from the indicatives. In other words, it never tells you what to do before telling you who you are in Christ. And I think it is, you are hurting people if you say to your small group or your discipleship group or your sixth grade Sunday school class or whatever you're involved with, maybe you're at VBS in the summer and you're at a church and you're helping with some young children, never, ever, ever give them the law of God without giving them the gospel as the motivation for keeping the law of God. It is a terrible, terrible error where we go, everyone knows the gospel. Let's just tell them not to do this and to do this. And I'm telling you, over time, this is what happens to a child's mind. I'm especially thinking about younger people, but it's true of all of us. If you hear, do this, don't do this. Do this, don't do this. Do this, don't do this. You hear that list on and on and on and on, and you almost never hear, Christ has finished the job by completing your acceptance with God, by what he has accomplished on the cross, and that you are saved by grace alone, through faith alone, and his finished work. Therefore, obey. If you don't hear that, you will. I just promise you're going to start thinking that your relationship with God is based on your quiet time this morning, or whether or not you did everything you were supposed to do this week, and you will start thinking that when I obey, I'm accepted. When I disobey, I am rejected, and it creates a mess for people, and we've got to always keep the gospel there along with the commands. Believers need the gospel as much as anybody.